So we're done with the doggo, and we're coming back to this fella today. If I can just find a pencil to start with, we'll be away. So just want HB, do we? HB or a B? Pencils, lots of pencils. What am I going for? The right pencil for the job, and it would appear it's not there. Where are they gone? Oh, you'd love it when I'm prepared at the start. Oh, it's right there, look, right by my side. So yes, we got a bit to do today. We got to get this this finished penciled, and I want to start getting some of the colour on it as well, because this is going to be done with colour pencils. Oh yeah. Oh, what happened there? It crashed. My TikTok crashed. Oh dear, right. That's not very good, is it? So yeah, so what was my goal? My goal was I was going to cheat. And replicate this pattern. Oh, there we go, we got back. I don't know what happened there. For some reason, TikTok decided it wanted to crash. The worst possible time. There we go. Hopefully some people start coming in, so I know I'm not going crazy. So I want to transpose this pattern across to the other alcoves. I was trying to measure it, and I just thought, well, why not just trace it? Make my life easier. I've spent so much time trying to get it done properly, failing miserably, as they say. I thought, well, let's do that then. Okay. That's what we want. Get that recording. So yeah, I can just do it like this. Makes my life a bit easier. And I'm all about making my life easier. Why wouldn't I be? So as I got this big portion of pattern here, I thought, well, let's transpose it. And I can reuse it. And that just makes trying to figure it all out a million times easier. I spent literally an hour trying to get the pattern moved across, and I was having a miserable time with it. Thought, well, let's do it this way. Why the heck not? At least then I've got everything where I want it to be. Ding, ding, ding. Luckily my wife had some tracing paper. She uses a lot of tracing paper. So I thought, well, let's pinch a sheet of that and let's get going. So what's everyone up to today? Anything exciting anywhere? Friday, end of the week? Anything nice lined up for the weekend? I don't think I've got anything lined up at the minute, which is unusual. I'm sure that won't last though. I'm sure someone will find something for me to do. I know the leaves in the garden got to be cleared. We've got our last green bag pickup next week. Right, is that all? God, that's made my hand go stiff. Whew. Hi, Evie. There we go. Let's give my source a second, so I got a source image. What was that? Oh, that was right in the centre, so my centre's out as well. I think. It's maybe not quite such a point. I think it's more a bend. That would make sense. Hey, GogGog73, thank you for the likes. Thank you very much. I got my glass of juiced cow with me today. Oh, happy days. Nice glass of Bovril. Oh, that warms the cockles. Right, so we've got this now. So that, I should just be able to transpose it like that, and then I can move it across and get the pattern. The pattern's a bit wider there, isn't it? So that's going to be slightly problematic, but I could just trace that bit. Oh, happy days, I didn't even think of that. We can do better than that, can we? We can. What we got there? 10B, that's maybe a bit excessive. Oh, there you go. See me doing a little cheat sheet. Using tracing paper. First time I've used tracing paper in years and years. It's been my speciality in primary school. And down me tracing maps and all sorts. Don't think I was any good at it because maps never look right. Oh. Right, let's try again then. So where's my paper there? So if I put that roughly there, that should lift bath bosh, I'm away. That's in her clothes, don't do that one. That's hidden by her hair. Let's check that's working. Yeah, that's working. Hey Mare, hey Esther, Beth, hello everyone. Happy Friday. Happy miserable, rainy, wet Friday, which is what we got here in Wales. What a surprise. It's raining again. Oh, has my sound gone off? Can you hear me alright? TikTok? Let me get my monitoring up, hang on. It's telling me the audio, no audio detected. Yeah, there's audio, sorry about that. Oh, I'm not muted there, right. Just having a moment. Crashed on me once already. There we go, that's better. See, now I can see where my pattern's supposed to go. I can do this. Just move it over. And then where it's not, now it is. Now I'm not pulling my hair out trying to measure this and guess where they are, which makes me a lot happier today. There we go, look, so now I can see where they're supposed to be to draw them in better. Hey, thank you TLT Art, you well? Oh, thank you for the roses, nice one. Cheers. Thank you very much. A thirsty artist in need of hot beverage. Right, so we got that one laid out. God, it took me so long to figure that out the other day and I still couldn't do it. And just why I didn't think to do it like this, I don't know. I don't know, why is it like that? Is that what I put in? So now I can take this bit here. I can do this because this is on a different scale to the other one. And I can overlap. Hey TLT out, thank you for that. Thank you for the follow. I'm just doing a little bit of cheating today because this pattern's been doing my head in, and I found the only way I could do it is by cheating. And I have zero care for the fact I'm cheating. Because trying to hand draw this was a flaming nightmare. It wasn't working. What sort of art do you do then, TL? Right. So now I've got that, I can now transpose where the rest of them are supposed to be. Did I get that right? Done that one. I didn't do the one in the middle. I'm an idiot. Didn't do that. Right. I'm just trying to get some, as they say, B footage. B-roll of me drawing, so I'm just moving the camera a minute. Hey Ava, hey Abs. I'll tell you now, just a second. Just give us 1 second. Hey Tyler Murphy. Yeah, I'm from Wales. South Wales here. By yourself, Tyler. Just showing a little bit of support for the country. That inspires a lot of my work. So who am I drawing, Abs? So this picture's going to be called Hopelessly in Limerence with You. So it's taken from a couple of old photos in my collection. So I got my source image there that I've put together. You can see very badly. So that's one image. That's a different image. The background's another image. So we're going to be doing this now. I'm going to do all of this in colour pencil, except for this figure who's going to be like washed out pencil. So the idea is she's like ghostly. So sort of it's like about a doomed romance. So whether she's can't get together with this one or this one can't get together with that one, it's up to the viewer. So that's the idea anyway. How it's going to work out, I don't know. So I just finished a pet portrait just now that I was working on. You saw me working on a pet portrait, didn't you, Ava? So that's finished now. And this is what I'm going to crack on with. So this is my own work now. Whoa. Eventually. Move them out the way, get some paints and stuff. There we go, we could do some B-roll from this side now. Where are you from then, Tyler? Yeah, sometimes the story comes while I'm drawing it, but in this one I had the story before I drew it, which is unusual. So up till about 3 months ago, I'd never heard of the word limerence, which is this romantic state where you sort of think you're kind of obsessed with another person, but it's more about kind of what that person represents rather than the actual person. So it's kind of the idea is that one of them sees the other as sort of a romantic attachment that they can't sort of have. So that's why the one of them's like ghosting. Oh, which bit of Devon then, Tyler? I can see Devon from my house. Believe it or not, North Devon. See across to Lynmouth. One of my favourite places. I love North Devon. So yeah, so limerence, you become obsessed with a person and you believe it to be romantic, but it's more about you yearning for something that's missing from your life rather than the actual romance. So that's the idea. But it's marked by being a sort of obsessive state where you can't stop thinking about this other person. Oh, Torquay. I was in Torquay last year. Torquay quite a few times. Love Torquay. So I'm sure we've all been in a situation like that where we've been sort of, it's like an extra strong crush, really. I just thought that'd be a nice subject for a painting, because, you know, like with these Victorian people, there was a lot of repression going on. Just kind of keen into that. So it's not so much about folklore, this one. My last couple have been a bit sort of, more inspired by kind of feelings than actual stories, which is fine. It's nice to do something a bit different. Me, anyway. I should have done the other pattern like this. It would have been so much flipping easier. There we go. So much easier that was. Whoa, 500 likes. Cheers, guys. In the Rhondda. Oh, nice. Whereabouts then? If you don't mind me asking. I'm nosy. I like to know. Get people from all around the world in my lives. They come from down under, over to the left, over to the right, top, bottom, all over the world they're coming from. So it's always nice when there's some locals in. How long you been living in the Rhondda? And more importantly, do you like it? There's some nice bits up there. There's some not so nice bits, I think. Hey, Holly. Where's that gone? I'm trying to... Ah. Why is there no option to put time when the screensaver comes on? Hey Holly, where in Wales are you from then? Sorry, I was just trying to get something sorted out on my other computer. West Wales, whereabouts? Oh, nice. I was in Carmarthen a lot. My son just finished his degree in Carmarthen. I like Carmarthen. I'm from Cardiff originally, but I'm living in the Vale of Glamorgan now, so I'm down in a place called Llantwit Major. So it's sort of about 20 miles outside of Cardiff, but so it's midway between sort of Swansea and Cardiff, but on the coast. Actually, I lived down in Saundersfoot for a while. Ah, cool. Yeah, so I lived down in Saundersfoot and Tenby for a while. So we used to go to Carmarthen all the time, so our local cinema was Carmarthen. I'd have to take the kids there quite a lot. And then my son went to college there, so I know it quite well. Ken Owens, that's the rugby player, is it? Ah. Nice one. Right, why am I starting on that? I shouldn't be starting on that. I need to finish this. There's a love heart shape there. So, do you miss Devon, or are you happy where you are in Carmarthen? I think I must have been using the heavier pen. That one. So this is going to be a colour pencil drawing. Eventually. Oh, that's a bit out. That's a bit out. Ah, there we go. That's what I was after. That's not what I was after. Lock screen, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Why would you put it on the lock screen rather than on screensaver? Just trying to find where I could change the time because my other screen keeps going off too quick. Hey, the Welsh Scouse Girl. Hello, Shauna. Hey, now we come to Robbie, thank you. The likes there, nice one. Oh, that's no good, they put them up. That's no good, they no longer give you next day delivery on the whiskey. Aye, aye. Hey, Rachel. She'll have to go to the shop myself then. How are you, Rachel? You well? Hey, Amit. Hello. Nice to see you again. I'm good, thanks. Yourself? I'm good, Amit. Thank you. How's your day been? You been doing anything creative today? Yeah, I've been out today. I've taken my dog out for a walk. Got out early because I don't know if you can hear, but it's raining now, as expected. So I got out. So we had a walk before she got soaked. And now I got a couple of hours. I can do some actual work. I have been working all day. I had to finish. So I finished the dog portrait. That's done now. It's currently in the in my spray box because I've given it a couple of coats of varnish. So let's see if we can get a bit of extra light on this. How that affects it. Yeah, same here. It's cold, wet, and miserable. Bit like me. That's a lie. I'm not cold. Not wet either. Come to that. Not even that miserable. So I don't know why I said that. Comic effect. I say things for comic effect sometimes. How's your orange drawing coming on then? Just looking at your channel there. Looks good. I wish I could draw like that, paint like that. Is that oil paint you're using on that one? No problem, mate. Confused myself there. sound right, but it must be 6.5. So it's taken me 6.5 hours before today's live to get to this point, so that's 7 hours and something. Cool, bloody hell. That's a lot. Have my papers lifted. Right, okay. Why am I so rubbish at doing patterns? Why do they make these chairs so flaming, intricately horrible? I almost feel like working on a film saying we'll fix it in post, but unfortunately I have to do the post, so I'm going to try and get it right now. It's proving a bit harder than I had hoped. You know what, I want to start with colour. Let's start getting some colour on this. Assholes to it. It's taken me 7 hours to get to this point, and I'm going to start using a material I'm not sure I want to use. How am I going to be able to use it? Oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Stop whining, feel the fear, and just do it. I'm committed now, although I could rub it out and just go to pencil if I really wanted to. It's purple, because I don't know, I was thinking purple, wasn't I? Red, no, I like red. Red's nice. Red's nice. Especially on a lady. Red and cream, but I think cream might be a bit boring. I think we might go with like a... Because they're definitely two different colours. Different materials. I was thinking like a cream, but I'm thinking maybe... maybe a purple. Let's just go. I'm just putting some colours in here to give me an idea now. So I do like the idea of a purple. It's quite a Victorian colour, the purple. So maybe if we go the purple. You know what? Purple or blue? Should have thought of all this. This is why cat artists do sketches, you know. Let's have a look. Let's get my sketchbook. I did think I'd know as I started painting and drawing what colours I'd be using, but I actually don't. So this is just my little scribble sketchbook. Just to carry this in work with me for helping. This is actually where the idea from this originated. That's believe it or not, is actually the sketch for this one. Do like a little couple of sketches with the colours. See which I prefer. I'll do that. Just sketch somewhere. Because the trim's all going to be white anyway. So we've got white and purple. She's going to be grey. Big skirt purple. Let's see now, I don't think that works, does it? Let's try some other colour combinations then. I think green for the background, like a muted green on the walls. There's a face there. It's a weird bit of ghostly person up here. Back. You've got gold. Where's my gold pencil? I haven't used that yet. Let's try the gold pencil, see what that looks like. That's quite nice actually. Like that. Do red decoration at the top. A bit of blue. Lots of white. Right now. Try this again now, but what I'm going to do, I want the top to be red. I like a nice bit of bright red. What can I say? I'm addicted. But then what colour goes better on the skirt? Do we think the light... Oh yeah. We think the light blue goes a lot better, don't it? Yeah, I think I prefer the light blue, definitely. But then let's see what that's like with the green in the background. Maybe we'll go with the darker green. Does that throw it all off? See, that's too dark. If we go with this one, how does that look? Yeah, so that's better. Oh, yeah. So that's nicer. That throws that forward. So all I'm doing here, I'm just roughly sort of blocking out sketches so I can see. So that No, so we're not going to do this purple. We're going to go with light blue. I like that combination. I was going to go with cream, but it's a little bit bland. There's a lot of light areas in the picture. So I think no. Yeah, blue and blue and red works quite nice actually. Oh, I just realised I'm now doing the colours of the Union Jack, you know. Damn. Hey, Lloyd, how are you? Good, good. What are you up to today? Anything exciting? Other than watching me, of course, which is going to be the most exciting thing you can do in a whole lifetime. I'm joking. Just very quickly going to rough in where colours are going. Ah, cool. Love Godzilla. Love all the old Godzilla films. I'll be honest with you, Shin Godzilla, I didn't enjoy it as much. I thought I was going to absolutely love it when I saw the trailer, but I didn't enjoy it anywhere near as much as I enjoyed some of the other older ones. But the creature effects were brilliant. Check something a minute. Where's my ruler? Oh, pins and needles. Hate it when that happens. Where's that long ruler gone? What have I done with it? Idiot. Idiot. Just don't think things through. Ah, there it is. Like I say, don't think things through. It shouldn't have been there. Right, does that line look like it does? There we go. There we have it. Dark Naples ochre. Ooh, me like it. Looks like I accidentally drew across my paper. My favourite scary movie. Oh, I love loads of them. I've got a few favourite horror films, but they're not necessarily scary. It's very rare I get scared at horror films, but the last one that really terrified me was called The Haunting, the old 1960s version, which is a brilliant film. But American Werewolf in London, I saw that when I was like about 10 years old, and that scared the pants off me. But my favourite horror film is probably, it's either Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead, depending on what mood I'm in. Probably actually seen Dawn of the Dead more times than Day of the Dead. What about you? I didn't know. I watch them all year round, so I don't see Halloween as a specifically sort of. I love Halloween, but I don't bother sort of putting on scary movies or anything like that. To be honest with you, yeah, that was a good one I saw a couple of years back. It was quite scary for what it was. It was called The Borderlands. It's like a found footage film shot in a church in Devon. That was good. Won't be everyone's cup of tea, but that sort of gave me severe chills. And so I was scared. It was like, oh, that's not nice. Yeah, now I was about sort of 11, 12 when I saw the first Friday the 13th, the original one, which wasn't long after it came out, actually, a couple of years after it came out. And that scared the pants off me. Couldn't sleep for a few nights after that one without checking under the bed. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that was a good film. Not so fussed on the sequels, although I think. Have you ever seen Jason Goes to Hell? I think that's my favourite of the sequels. And I quite enjoyed Jason Meets Freddy. Or Freddy Meets Jason, whichever one that was. Jason Goes to Hell, I haven't seen it for years, but I remember the first time I saw it, it almost felt like a Tarantino sort of horror movie. It had a weird sort of vibe to it. It wasn't like a serious Friday the 13th film, but it just had its own kind of unique vibe. Halloween 3 is the one for me, Season of the Witch, the one without Myers in. I didn't like Halloween as much. Just found it a bit boring. Yeah, it's fun, it was daft. It wasn't scary, it was just good fun. So I love the original Nightmare on Elm Street. And the third one, Dream Warriors, is a brilliant one as well. I've seen that probably 20, 30 times over the years. Used to have a lot of time for watching films when I was younger, but I don't watch so many now, unfortunately. Yeah, I used to like all the old Italian horror films as well, so like the Dario Argento and Lucy Fulci and all those ones that got banned in the UK years ago. I like them. Aliens and the night. It depends what version you've seen, doesn't it? Because like the American version where they added Raymond Barr in was a bit kind of not quite as dark as the original one, the original Japanese one. So I like it, but it's not my favourite by a long chalk. So I like the more wacky ones, you know, the sort of destroy all monsters and those kind of ones, and the smog monster. I think actually the smog monster was the first one I saw. It was on late night on UK TV once. But they got better and wackier as they went on. And King Kong vs Godzilla as well, the original one, I really enjoyed. Go, that's one of my favourite old monster films. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. It's like a British take on Godzilla. It's quite dark, actually, bits of it. That's one of my all-time faves. I don't think I've seen Godzilla -1. Oh, hang on, no, am I getting them confused? What was the one that won the Oscar recently? Is that Godzilla -1? The one that was set in just after World War II, the modern one? Or is that Shin Godzilla? I'm getting them mixed up in my head. One of them I haven't seen. Yeah, a lot of the later Godzillas I've never got around to watching, so sort of anything after, because they released quite a few in the 1980s, didn't they? That I've never seen. Thank you. I'm going to be controversial here, but I actually like the one they made, the American one that came out in the 90s. The one with Jean Reno and Matthew Broderick. I think that one's quite a good one. I've seen the cinema. I've seen it loads of times with my son. He likes it. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I watched it loads of times. I really enjoy it. Oh, hello, Ivana. How are you today? How's the weather in Serbia? No, it's going to be... So the idea is it's going to be colour, apart from this figure, who I'm only going to do in, like, greys, in pencil. So she's almost, like, ghostly. So there's a bit of a story. This is called Hopelessly in Limerence with You. So it's a kind of about... One of them's obsessed with the other one, but the other one's not really interested. So they're kind of ghostly. Not really there, not fully formed. May end up looking awful. We'll see. Hey Kevin, I buy them. These are old photos that I own. See if I got a couple lying around. Yeah, so I buy old photos like these. Look, so I use these kind of things as references. You can buy, a couple of £1 each. Some of these £1. And then I smush them all together in Photoshop. So this image is 3 different images, which you can probably see because I've not cut them out properly. So yeah, I tend to buy them. I got lots of old photos in folders. In fact, occasionally I sort of open them up on the live sort of thing, I've got a few there waiting to be opened. I'll open them up and. No, I'm no good at freehand. I can draw freehand and I can copy freehand, but I need a reference to be working from, and I'm not so good from life. I can draw from life just about, but I prefer working from photos. I just always have. I like photos, static images. No, I'm awful at just working from my mind. They look very different when I do that. I feel like my work gets a bit more cartoony. Which line is this? So we missed a line there. Hello, what's my name 162? So this one, Kevin, I actually printed it out at A2, and then I did a transfer from the print to the paper for like the basic things, and then I've redrawn the detail where I can. But this is the first for me. I've never done something this size and used coloured pencils, so we're gonna see if we can translate it into an interesting image with the coloured pencils. Could go either way. But pencils and colour pencils is the one thing you do with them. They take a long time because you've got to layer them up. You can't just go in straight away with the sort of colour you want. You've got to layer it and overlay colours, and it's a bit of fun and games. Kevin, don't ever feel a fraud doing that. Artists have worked from pictures and they've traced their pictures across to bigger sizes, or they've used camera obscurers. They've used all sorts over the years. There's a certain subset of people that will tell you it's cheating, but they're just plain wrong. It's not cheating in the slightest, so don't worry about that. What's important is that the end result is good, and how you get there is kind of irrelevant. Because the thing about art is, for every single person there's an opinion about what is and isn't art. Just because one person says it's one thing doesn't mean that's the case. Yeah, well, if you're using just pencil, it takes a long time layering. So this is one of my pencil drawings. So this is just pencil. So something like this takes me, so sort of like the darkest areas will maybe be 10 layers of pencil. So I have to build up the darker areas over and over again. So I always start light and do light layers because it builds up slowly. But then, because you haven't damaged the paper, it's easy to rub out should you need to, or work back into. So it's, and as well, I've said to people before, as long as you keep the pencil light enough, you can rub it out. You can use the eraser as like a pencil in a way. So I've got these pencil erasers, and you can work back into the pencil and put pattern in with the erasers, but because you've not pressed too heavy, it comes off easy, What's the time? Is it 4 o'clock? It's never 4 o'clock. Oh, why does that keep moving up there? Hey Kevin, thank you for the follow as well. Nice one. Purple. That looks more like a purple than a brown. Red violet, that's because it is. Burnt sienna. Start with a burnt sienna, shall we? So this one is, I think it's 210 GSM. So this is heavyweight sea white cartridge paper. I'm not actually sure I've used this for colour pencil before though, so this might be a bad idea. The last one I used was a heavier watercolour paper. So I just finished, I was doing a pet portrait earlier. Let me see if it's actually dried on the varnish and I can show you what I was working on. So yeah, so this was the commission I was working on earlier, so that's finished now. So that's hopefully the sort of density of colour in this is going to get up to this kind of intensity and depth. That's my plan anyway. So that's what I finished earlier. Is he dry? It's dry. Actually, I'll take the paper off that in a bit. But that was a heavier paper. That was I'm not sure how heavy that one was actually, but it was heavier. Yeah, it can be. You're supposed to blend it. We didn't. Let's see if I can get it up. If it's better that way around. Is it quite dark, is it? Yeah, it can be a bit patchy, but it depends, you know. With a dog, it doesn't kind of matter so much because they're blotchy anyway, I think. There's a couple of little crystals on there. But, you know, you can... Hello, hiya, Pamela, how you doing? But yeah, it is patchy. It can be patchy, but, you know, you can use that patchiness to your benefit sort of thing if you're thinking about it. And the thing is, like, say, if you work up... I could be pushing hard now and getting this, like, a lot darker, but see how I'm going up just very lightly because that gives me space to work back into it sort of thing, and this will rub out now. So I can rub back into that a bit easier than that one where it's dark. I'm not too worried because this is all going to be practically black at some point. So this is, like I say, it's that thing, if you work up in smaller layers and thinner layers, then you can sort of work against the patchiness a bit. And, you know, if you try and vary your strokes, so you're not just doing straight lines, you're curling it and blending it in. You can blend because these are oil-based pencils, so you can blend them with medium, sort of oil medium, but I've never tried that. I'm doing good, Pamela, thank you. Thank you for your comments on my videos as well. So we started working on this last week, but I had a break to finish off the dog portrait. So did you see the dog portrait just then as I showed it? I can't post that one anywhere because it's a Christmas present, so I can't post it to my Instagram or anything, or TikTok, until it's given to the person as a present, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, so I use matte varnish, so professional matte varnish spray one. So you can't really see it on this one because of the glare, but what that does, so it takes, you know, when you've got dark areas of pencil like that, normally it'll get quite shiny on a paper, but when you spray it with a matte varnish, it doesn't reflect. So the only reflection on there is the cellophane. You see the actual dark pencil. I'm trying to angle it where it would catch the light. It doesn't shine like it does when you've worked it quite heavy in the dark areas. So the matte varnish takes all that shine out. So it's a lot easier to look at. It makes a nicer finish, I think, for the pencil. But that's just, yeah, Winsor Newton Professional Matte Spray Varnish. It's about £12 a can, you know. I did used to use fixative as well, but I just go straight in with the varnish these days. They both do the same job. Yeah, there's a couple of videos I've done in the past where I've shown the sort of difference using a matte varnish where the shine gets taken out. Oh, excuse me. You been up to anything exciting, Pamela? Right. Thank you. I'm trying at the minute. I'm trying to become a full-time professional artist, so I'm going to be putting out lots of videos that I'm just trying to get people sort of involved and thinking. Maybe give us a follow or a subscription or something. So I'm glad people find them interesting. I enjoy doing them more than anything, you know. So if people find them interesting as well, that's a bonus to me. That's it. Classic. Mila Lugosi's dead. Undead. So what sort of stuff do you like drawing now, Kevin? Is that on your TikTok? I'll give you a follow when I'm done here so I can have a nose. Oh, cool. You got an Instagram or something? Hey, Michelle, thank you. This is called Deeply in Limerence with You. So it's kind of about doomed romance and wanting things you can't have. So this figure's going to be quite ghostly and just pencils, and there's going to be no colour in that one. Hello, Tanvirana. Hello to you. Yeah, I don't do super realism. I'm not good enough to do super realism, really. My realism's always quite rough and a little bit cartoony, which is fine. I haven't got the patience. There's like a level of patience above the level of patience to do what I do that I've never developed or wanted. Yeah, there's a few sort of amazing artists on TikTok. What's the name of it? Emma Tower or something. She does these huge sort of like faces and hands and stuff. They're like, you know, the size of a wall sort of thing, and they're super detailed. I like her stuff. Another animal artist who I followed for ages. She does some really interesting stuff with pencils. That's right, Pamela. You know, I'm on all of them, unfortunately. So today I'm streaming to Twitch, I'm streaming to TikTok, and I'm streaming to YouTube. But, you know, I know lots of people who won't go on certain platforms, who won't go on TikTok because it's too noisy and distracting and full of nonsense. Whatever you're comfortable with, Pamela, that's what you do. Good for you. I wouldn't say proud. It's more I enjoy the company, Kevin. Because I'm stuck here on my own doing this. It's just nice to have people to talk to. I enjoy having a talk, you know, chattering. So it's not so much about being proud. It's more like kind of in a way it kind of forces me to work and not Skype and procrastinate because I'm a world champion. Thank you, Tanvirana. This is very early days yet. It's taken me about 8 hours to get to this point now where I'm only just starting to do the colour, so the colour will take a long time. There's lots of work to do with the colour. I don't know. If it was pencil, I would imagine it would take about 30 hours. But I've never done one this size in colour pencil. And I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do little details with the colour pencil. So it'll be a bit of a learning experience, this one. It could take a lot longer. Or it could even be shorter because I just give up because I've had enough. I still very much feel like I'm learning with these colour pencils because this is only about the third drawing I've done with them. I'm 10 fibs into the 6th, not the 3rd, 6th. This is the first time I've done one of this size. Biggest I've done before was A3 and this is twice that size. I don't think that was brilliant. It worked. It did work. I'm not one of these artists, you know, you see artists who will sit there and they'll start on one bit and grow the picture out from that one bit. I like bouncing around and doing different bits because I get bored quite easily. So one of this pair is obsessing about the other one, but I can't quite figure out which one's which yet. That's the story behind it. Anyway, it's about being in a state of limerence. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yawnerance for me. How long have we got? Go on, almost 2 hours. I haven't done a 2-hour one for ages. I must be engrossed. Cream. So this is the cream. I would have said that's more yellow than cream, to be honest with you, but something like a very light oak. Ah, there we go. That's the one for me. I don't know what this pattern is, but we'll go with it. Pretty much just making them up. I did a couple of little, because I was going to do the bottom of the dress purple, but then it didn't quite work, so I did just a little sort of colour referencey things like that, just to see. Preferred that one. Originally the bottom half of the dress was going to be cream, but I just think it's a little bit too flat. It needs a bit of colour. So yeah, it is partly the colours they would have used. They were quite bright. So this background actually comes from Castle Cork. So I've been there and I've seen it in person, sort of thing. So I know the colours are kind of yellows and reds. And it's quite bright. But yeah, this will just be made up mostly. This is going to be a nightmare. This, I don't know if you can see it in the photo, this weird sort of spindly, organic, floaty, weird shaped bit of furniture, because they used to use a lot of furniture like this in these old photos, and it's an absolute nightmare to draw because it's not symmetrical. It makes no sense visually when you're looking at it in a drawing, and it sort of makes sense there, but drawing it becomes really tricky. So that's going to be fun. But I've got a gold pencil, so I think I'm going to use gold for that. See how that works anyway. No, ask away, that's fine. So I bought a cheap second-hand computer, a gaming computer. It's got a decent graphics card in it. So basically the setup I'm using here, so my computer was about 150 quid. I've got 3 cameras, because I'm on TikTok and YouTube as well, so I'm running 2 programs. So I got TikTok Studio for TikTok, and I got something called Streamlabs for YouTube and Twitch. It also does Facebook and Instagram as well, and other things. So you pay for that program, but I've paid for a year, so I'm using it. And you just set the cameras up as sources. I've got a couple of arms above my head. You can put them where you want. You can put them on tripods. I did have them at the side, but the thing is, you lean into the drawing and you disappear all the time, so they're right sort of up here looking down, which is why you get the funnier angle. But I think it's better because I'm not sort of I'm really leaning in there, but I'm not taking up all the shot. So, you know, a good day setting it all up and you're away, sort of thing. So you see a lot of people just use their phone. So a lot of artists you'll see on TikTok, you just see the hand and you can't actually see the artist, which is, is fine. Lots of people will watch that, but I'd like sort of people to be able to see me as well, so I can sort of it's a bit more personal when you can see me and I can like look to camera and talk to people. I just think it looks a bit better. But yeah, TikTok's own program's really good, so you can set it up and just put all your different sources in. So you can capture windows on your computer. So if you're playing games, you can play games and have yourself in Vision and stuff. So they're all based on something called OBS, which is free software. It's like an open source broadcasting software that lots of people use. So basically TikTok Studio and Streamlabs are both variants of OBS, but they're like their own versions that they've messed around with and changed things on. So it's the same principle for all of them. So if you do one, it's easy to do the other ones. But you can if you want to play with OBS, like I say, it's free to download and free to use. You can set up your phone as a camera. You can connect your phone as a camera. The web cameras I used, one of them came free with the computer when I bought it. 2 of them I bought on eBay. They were like £10 each. They're HD sort of Logitech cameras, so they're pretty decent. You can get some shocking ones. The microphones cost about £10 on eBay, second-hand ones. You know, my computer's probably about 9 years old, but it does all the encoding fine because it's got a good graphics card in it. So you want to try and find one that does what's called NVENC encoding. So that means the card does the encoding rather than the computer, the software. Yeah, well, the thing is as well, you know, so I do sell my work, and I've sold work from the live. People have come into my lives, like what I was doing, and gone, looked at my website and bought prints while I was streaming. They say, oh, I just bought one, and then it comes up on my computer, oh, you've just sold a print. So there is, you know, there is benefits to doing it. Plus, you know, if you get big enough, people sort of like leave you gifts and stuff, so you can make a little bit of money that way. I don't make much money that way, I'll be honest with you, because I don't have enough people coming through, really, to be a big streamer. Not like some of the big artists out here. The thing is, if I'm working, I might as well stick it on, and you never know what happens. I'm working anyway, so I just as well be working with this streaming as anything else, you know. It's not my goal to be like a massive art streamer. You know, I've spoken to lots of people. They've bought originals they're working on from their lives. I do, Pamela. So it's davidwjlloyd.com. It's on my profile page or the channel page. There's a link to it. There's also my Instagram's linked, so you can see I post all my artwork on my Instagram account, so that's the same username as David W.J. Lloyd. And the reason I use the WJ is not because I think I'm something special, it's because there's so many other David Lloyds out there. If you search Google, you'll find them before you find me, but you'll always find me if you search for David W.J. It's a little bit of SEO. Branding. Well, just start from your phone. Just, you know, if you've got a smartphone, just set it up. It's easy to go live from your phone. That's the easiest way. And just put it somewhere where you can look down on it. If you've got a computer, there are programs you can use so you can see your phone screen on the computer. So you don't, thanks Pamela, you don't actually need to be looking at the screen. So, because what I got here, so where I'm looking at you now, this camera's on top of a screen. So I got all my comments coming up on one side of the screen there, so I can see that from where I'm sat. And I've got a second screen to my side there with the other program on and the comments on that. Hey Amit, you back? Hello. So, you know, just start from your phone, try it. If you don't like it, you haven't spent any money, have you? That's the thing. You know, it can be a bit quiet. I remember when I first started, I'd be on my own most of the time. But as you know, some days I get lives where there's a few people in at a time. Other days, it's, you know, the best I've had in one live was about 1,000 people. But that only ever happened once, and it's never happened again, unfortunately. Yeah, if you've got TikTok on the app, you just go to the live section, press plus, select live. Sometimes, I don't know if there's a minimum number of people you need before you can go live. So you might have to have like so many followers before you can go live. I think they changed it because I see people who haven't got. It used to be you needed 1,000. So when I first started doing it, you needed 1,000 people before you could go live. 1,000 followers, but I've seen people without 1,000 followers going live now, so I don't know if they've changed it so anyone can. Yeah, we're doing a big colour pencil piece. This is the first one I've done like this size ever. I literally just press the go live button, and if you're set up for it, it starts streaming from your phone. So like I say, get a screen where you can read, get something set up where you can read your screen so you can see people commenting. That's it. Before you know it, you might be a TikTok star, you never know. Alternatively, you might just get to meet lots of people and talk to people while you work, which is what I do and enjoy doing. $50 on YouTube, is it? Ah, right. On TikTok, when I first started, you had to have 1,000. But like I say, I've seen people doing it now without, like, with a few hundred followers. I don't know if it's changed or if there's some way around it. Because I started doing this years ago, so, you know, it's taken me years to build up the audience I got, which is not a big one. Yeah, good. I'll be honest with you, Amit. I've only recently started going live on YouTube more because when I first started doing it, I'd be lucky if 1 or 2 people came in, but something's changed recently and they seem to be sending a lot more people into the lives. So I think they're trying to catch up with TikTok in that respect. So it's suddenly become worth doing them both. So sometimes I'll do Instagram as well when I'm in the mood, but there's never many people come in on Instagram. Twitch is always a bit quieter. Well, if you press your press button like you're going to make a video and see if there's an option to go live on there. If there's not, you just have to wait till you've got enough followers, you know, so you have to go on a bit of a follower kind of jaunt. Actually, let's have a look, because I have got an old account that's only got like about 20 or 30 people on there. Hey, Alicia, thank you for the follows. How did ChatGPT help you then, Amit? That's interesting. What do you mean study? Do you mean you got tips for getting people?
Okay, is anybody else going into like fight or flight mode?
Yeah, right. Let me just swap my account a second. And then let me see if I can go live on that one. Because it might be age of account as well. Hey, Spool Spider, thank you for the likes. Right, let me try. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't got the ability to go live on my other account, which is kind of why I ditched using it. Because I've only got 23 followers. So if you Google it, it'll probably tell you how many you need for TikTok. All right, I'll have to do that. I have actually, so I have actually used it to come up with ideas for sort of little videos on TikTok, but I haven't thought about the other stuff. I have actually signed up. There's something called vidIQ, which gives you ideas for videos and tells you which ones are doing well and trending. So I've been using that for the last couple of weeks, but not in any kind of big way, just to get some ideas. Because to be honest with you, I don't get a lot of time to make proper videos, which is why just doing lives is kind of better and quicker. But it gives you sort of tips on changing the titles on the videos you got and what the topics can be and ways to improve them. It is very time consuming, isn't it, making the videos? Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know why, but well, it remains my my most popular live. So, like I say, I've had lives on TikTok where I've had thousands of people come through one live. They don't all stay mine, but quite a lot did at one time. So the bulk of my traffic and visitors come through TikTok. But yeah, YouTube has started improving recently for me, so I'm keeping on. I'm doing time wise. 25. Right, I'm gonna wind up there. I think I've had quite a productive day, all told. Well, there we go. That's right. I'm it. Right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye there. I don't think I'll be back till Monday. I doubt I'll be in over the weekend. I don't think I'll be back tonight. They might do an hour tonight. We'll see. See what's happening. See